Hi everyone. What's today? Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I'm coming with my final trip update that I took in the fall because it's now mid-January and it is sunny outside and it is so good to be back in California. Like I'm just in a t-shirt and sweats, man. I love it. But this final trip that I took was to Barcelona at the weekend before Thanksgiving week, I think. So the final trip, I went with three of my housemates and then one girl from upstairs and then Rebecca and then another girl from the different building. So there's six of us total. So we actually booked this trip the first weekend we were in London. So we never this trip just was in the distance for so long. We didn't. I mean, of course we knew it was coming, but we didn't it was just so far down the line. It was like, oh wow, it's finally here, kind of thing. So after having traveled so much in October and everyone, all six of us had done so much traveling in October. Come November, we were not tired of traveling because not tired of traveling because you never really get tired of it. But it was like I need a vacation more than I need, say, an expedition kind of thing. So this trip was just that. We were leaving cold London. I think it was like in the 40s to 60s, like upper 60s Barcelona. Oh my goodness, it was perfect. So we, sorry. So then we left. What was nice compared to our other trips in October, in which they were really they were a high intensity kind of trip. But with Italy, we went three cities, did so much just because we knew we weren't coming back here. So we left at 7 a.m. and we were just completely we didn't tire ourselves out, but we just went so much energy all the time. So that was kind of exhausting from that. But then this trip was different. Was we were leaving at noon, so we had in the morning a completely relaxed morning. We took a nice, I think we tubed and then bus. So it was way relaxed. So that was just right from there. I remember telling Bryn, a friend who's going with us, that wow, this is so much more relaxing and not stressed than it was for Italy, who she also came with me. Sorry, words. So that was a great start. So we started the trip out really relaxed, and that was really nice. Um, but the downside of that was we kind of missed out on Friday, in a sense. But at this point, I was because we got there late afternoon. It was well, every museum or anything's cool is closed. So we're just at this point we don't mind. Let's just have a really relaxed evening. So we ended up getting to our Airbnb. Super nice Airbnb. Wasn't as nice. I was saying the view wasn't as nice as the one in Florence, just because we could see the Duomo from our room. But this one was really nice. It was really modern. Everything was nice. So I, for some reason, got the couch, which is fine. But the only downside was there's a divide, so I had to diagonal sleeping instead of straight this sleeping, so that. So that was the only downside. But I had the whole front room to myself, really nice. And then so we checked in. We got everything ready by 7, and then then we got dinner, and I ended up we went to this nice tapas restaurant down a few streets from us, and I got chicken wings, delicious, and it was just funny. It was it felt like vacation. Here I am drinking. I think I got a vodka drink, something like that. I mixed vodka and I had some chicken wings. It was warm, wasn't cold, and we're just having a good time. It was this is a vacation. That was a vacation. So got back and finished it, and then we all had busy Saturdays. Me, probably I had the busiest one just because I was seeing a friend, which I'll get into in a second. So we went to bed around 10 or 11. So I slept well that Friday night and everything. Then got up Saturday morning, and to start the day, I was really excited just because I was seeing my friend Angel from UC Santa Cruz. So the quick backstory between us is that we really became good friends while working at our cafe we worked at, the cafe the job I had my first year. So we we both got hired. We both got hired as first years, and we both really like loved working at our job because it really wasn't a job. Yeah, of course it had like a job, standard job ethics, everything like that, but like the workload was like it was the most relaxed and most enjoyable job I will ever have, and I cannot wait to have it back when I return in the fall at Santa Cruz. So just like, oh please. So she similar to me, she also has done a lot of traveling. Her second year of college, she is I think she's in Barcelona still, but uh, when I left for Argentina, she um, went to go to Sri Lanka to meet her boyfriend that she had met from Germany in Santa Cruz. So super cool love story, backstory kind of thing. So they spent their summer together in Sri Lanka. So I'm like, that's awesome. And then in the fall, she took a leave of absence from Santa Cruz, and she's now I think she still is in Barcelona. I think she's there for like at least 1 year, maybe yeah, 3/4 of a year, and like but she moved in the fall, like October, and they're both doing really well. So that was the backstory. Was no, sorry. We both had like we both had this like shared sense of like wanderlust, and it was great. So like when I realized like, hey, I had booked this trip without remembering that she was there, I was like, this is perfect. Like it's so like I reserved all Saturday for her. So I met her like around like 11 o'clock at a very pretty park near her house. I can't remember the name unfortunately because it was just so long ago, too much. I didn't write it down, but it was spectacular. It was had a nice beautiful pond with some nice trees, and then I mean of course I'm describing it all horribly, but it was a really um, majestic or magical, really really tranquil park. So I met her. She was like, wow, like look at us, we're both only like 19, here we are in like Spain, like oh my god, kind of thing. And then so then we started walking down. So I think we met in sort of the downtown area of Barcelona where the park was. Then we walked maybe 5 or 6 blocks through all these cool streets and markets. And then we went to a cathedral. I can't remember which one. I think it was the if you know Barcelona, like I think there's like one or two of the famous, like really famous ones. I think we went to one of those. Sorry for names. And then being back in that kind of cathedral was a lot like being back in like Rome with like St. Peter's Basilica. Like it was just like, man, the insides of like the cathedrals in Europe are just like stunning. Like I just cannot fully comprehend that like that is the work of like human art, and it's just like out of this world. It seems that it was like created by angels. Sorry, I got really quiet. And then so what was really cool with this one was we had the ability to go up on the rooftop for like I don't know what, but like we went, so we paid to go up on the rooftop. Um, and then wow, what a view it was! It was like now it's like Saturday at like 1 o'clock, and it's like full sun, maybe 66, 67 is like just the absolute best weather. And then like I look to my left, there's the ocean line and the skyline. Then I look straight ahead, and there's Park Güell or Goul with the giant hill. And then look to the right, it's cities. So it's just like, I was like, this is the life to have on a Saturday. So then after the cathedral, we then I think we did, yeah. We took a subway back to her place. She's in a different borough known as Barceloneta. It's really nice to check. So she showed me her home. Sorry, I'm turning the page on my notes. She showed me her home, and oh, sorry, I should look at my notes. Before we took the subway back to her place, she showed me. No, sorry, my notes were wrong, and I was wrong too. No one's right. Once we got to the subway near her house, we walked a few blocks, and then she showed me her favorite coffee place that she likes to go to near her house. So once inside it felt a lot like old times. Like me and her, because like me and her probably, besides the manager, she was probably my favorite coworker to work with, just because like we we gelled so well. We both had like both a good sense of humor, and we could really like talk well, like and like we were on each other. It was nice. So like we talked about anything we want, um, person, deep and personal, light and topical, anything like that was just great. So she became one of my closest friends from last year as well through work. So now to see her in Spain was just, like I said, like a real treat and privilege. So she showed me her. So then we got some nice. I got some tea. It was delicious. I was like I said, felt like old times. Like here we are, except this time we were in front of the counter, so it felt almost like old times, but it's the same vibe. And then she showed me her house, and wow, her house is it's I mean her apartment's only like one bedroom, one bath, but the location is where it's at. She is a 2 minute walk from the ocean. Like if you stand at the top of her street and look down, you can see the ocean chart the horizon of the ocean. That makes sense. Like the start of the ocean, you can see it. So it's like and like it's a really cool area. There's a really great like a meat market and near there. So that's where we went and got some chicken for the night for that night. And some rice. So like she's in a prime location. So she's definitely got lucky there. So then she showed me her place. We chatted a bit, told her about what's been up with me, how's everything going in the fall. Asked about her, things like that. And then we went to it's around like maybe 3ish. Can't remember. Maybe 3 or 4. We then took a subway to Park Güell. Güell. Sorry, I don't know what it is. I can't remember. Park Güell. I was gonna say Güell maybe. I'll just go with Güell. I'll combine both to be like really wrong. Park Güell, which the only thing I know Park Güell is from the Cheetah Girls, and that's where like on the bench they're like something Cheetah Power or something like that. So after a pretty cool walk up a pretty slanted hill, we got to the top. We're actually it was funny. We actually ran into 3 of the people I was traveling with, and they had just left Park Well because like, they knew I was gone that day. So I was like, oh hey guys, and like just it's like moments like that that's like you kind of like it. You feel like it. You feel kind of very surreal and kind of like a unreal feeling because like whoa, like wait a minute, here I am with my friend Angel, who I met last year, and here we both are in Barcelona, on top of a hill, walking up to it, and then or the park on top of a hill kind of thing. And then here come 3 of my new friends I made in the fall coming down Park Well, and like here like this with this one moment we had become like our paths had crossed like unintentionally, and it was just like wow, like this like those are things that are just like super cool to like reflect on. So reflected. And so what's that Park Güell? It was an even nicer view of uh, the cathedral from Friday because like it was just higher up, so it was like so then I could really see like just how populated Barcelona was. So after Park Güell and everything, where did we go? Then we turned. Oh, then we went back to her place to make dinner. So it was great. We made chicken with rice. I think there was something else, but she was a great cook, so I helped because like I said, I'm not, or I haven't said, but I'm not the best cook, but I'm a good like a assistant chef kind of thing. So she was so. Her being Latina, she definitely took the reins and like knew because like, she had made it before. So she's just phenomenal. So then we had chicken and rice and I think something else. And then what was really cool is we decided to FaceTime 2 of our 2 friends. The first one being her name is Paola. She's from San Cruz. Like so, her and Paola were really good friends. Like we're friends, but like through Angel kind of thing. So we talked to her for a bit. So it was great to see them two kind of reconnect from this. And then probably the highlight and like best memory and like from this trip was what happened next. We decided to FaceTime our manager, who last year had both hired us. His name is Titan, well Sebastian, but he prefers Titan, way cooler. And he was just so caught up and so like, whoa, hey guys, and like that's how it kind of sounds, but not really. But so he was like, whoa, and then he was just like, I could tell like his eyes lit up, and he's just like he's like instantly got a happy mood. So this is great because like me and like Angel both owe like everything that happened right at that moment to him and like his management and his like best of like he was a great manager and everything, but like more importantly he was a great friend and like supporter of anything we did. Um, and during my first year, so we both had like grew a lot because of him and like learned a lot and like become better people. So just say thank you for everything was great. So we talked to him for probably a good maybe like 30 minutes, half hour I'd say. Then afterwards we finished dinner, and then that's when Angel's boyfriend came home, who I had only seen the first year, the first year, just bits and pieces, but I've heard a lot about him. I mean, like when I met him, I was like, geez, everything around you, he's tall, handsome, strong, buff. He's German, he's a nice German accent. He was funny guy. I mean, he's just a cool, he's a really cool guy and everything. So Angel got lucky there. Um, and then once he came home, he had been gone that day on like a hike outside of Barcelona, so he was exhausted. So he showered and then he joined us, but he was kind of tired. So I didn't kind of like oh like man, why lack of energy? But he was like, but I sent to talk to him. And we told him about our day we had. It was cool, and then we decided to play this one game. I can't remember what it's called, but I got my butt whooped at it. It was I can't remember what it was, but it was some like strategy card game that like they both had played a lot in the fall, so they knew what to do, and I was just like, kind of thing. So, got my butt whooped by Lucas and Angel, so that was fine. And then afterwards, now it's like 8 or 9, and that's when the other five friends that I was shopping with, we had planned on Saturday morning to meet up that night for dinner, so it followed through. It was great. So they came to her place, they saw her place. They met her, met Lewis, and then all 8 of us, yeah, all 8 of us then went out for drinks and dinner. And it was great. We went to this one place that had absinthe, which is like a super. It's a alcoholic thing drink. What's the bait like a solution? Yeah, solution that has like a really high alcohol content. And it's like 45, so it's like, dude, you take it and you are gone. So we went to that bar, and then Hawken, and then Justin, sorry, I forgot his name for a second there. Just Hawken went through it, and it was super cool to watch it being made. But man, once they took it, like they were definitely feeling the effects of the high alcoholic content. And then so we had some like tapas again. I think I got like a tequila sunrise and things like that. So now it's like 11 o'clock, and I'm just like, oh, I'm exhausted again because like Saturday was a really full day. So we said goodbye. Well, actually, I think Angel and Lucas left around like 10:30 just because they were tired too. So I said goodbye to them, but we were gonna see them tomorrow, so it was just like a good night kind of thing. And then uh, me, Rebecca, Brendan, Tony, the 4 of us. Then we went back while Justin Hawkins stayed out. So we got back around like midnight. No, 11:30 ish. Yeah, well, it was late and I was tired. So then after went to bed, got up Sunday morning, and Sunday morning was gonna be the most relaxing day of like a full day, just because uh, unfortunately we didn't do our housing was kind of iffy. We unfortunately didn't realize or didn't back because like I said we planned this trip in like August, so with housing, so we didn't really like make the connection, but like we had to check out of our Airbnb at noon on Sunday, and our flight didn't leave till Monday morning at like 6:45. So back in August, we thought, okay, like check our time won't be till evening. I don't know why we thought that, and then we'll just like um be out all night because it was Tony's birthday that Monday night. So, but that didn't go to plan, so we thankfully, this is where Angel came in. She let us keep our luggage at her place while we were out for the day. So that's almost a huge thank you to her because she really saved us a lot of money and hassle and a lot less stress to know our stuff secure. So we ended up going to the beach in her neighborhood, which is Barcelona Beach. It was really nice. So we got some. We each got. So we had. So after we dropped our stuff off, we went and got breakfast. Delicious. I think I had like an omelet. I've been craving like a cheese, egg, ham omelet. Delicious. And then we went to the beach. Beforehand, we got snacks. So I got some mini balls of vodka and some Pringles, and I was like about to have the best siesta of my life. So I got to the beach. We Kevin set up. It was a beautiful day. It was on the cool side. It was like low 60s, maybe yeah, low 60s. So definitely wasn't like go in the water, which I didn't go, and definitely wasn't like uh, tan or something. So we just chillaxed, enjoyed the view, enjoyed the sounds, and I had my 2 bottles of vodka, ate some Pringles, and I was like, I didn't pass out, but I just slept. I was tired, so I was like, I had the like I said, best siesta I've ever had, and probably ever will have, because it was just like I was just lying there, completely content, feeling the alcohol effects, and I'm just like Pringles tasting my mouth, sour cream and onion. I'm just like the wind's blowing. I can hear over here the sound of the ocean. I'm just like, life's good, man. Life's good. But then after the after I woke up from my nap, we finished up at the beach, did some walking around, and then we Then went to I think dinner. Oh no, no. So we stayed until sunset with at the beach. Really nice sunset. Then we went and got dinner and then chilled out for a bit all along the port until like 10. Excuse me. That's my smoothie. Then we went back to Anne's place around like 10:30 and got our stuff back. And then, like I said before, our flight didn't leave until like 6:45. So we're just like, well, we got nothing better to do. So we just headed to the airport. Got to the airport around like 1 or 2, and then no, no, that's gonna be right. No, no, we got to the airport around like 12:31, and we're like, wow, yeah, 5 hours. And so we thankfully got some food from the last store open before they closed for the night. And then we had like 4 hours to kill, so I wrote my Rome update. And at this point, that was like, you know what? I gotta start doing videos if I want to stay on top of this. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get so bogged down by so many trips. Just because it took maybe like a span of like almost like 3 or 4 weeks for just Rome. Just because like each day to write about each day in words was like maybe a 2 3 hour challenge, or not challenge, task. So I really couldn't afford the time anymore. So that's why I switched to these, and I like them better. I'm definitely feeling more comfortable doing this kind of stuff, and things like that. But then so I wrote the blog for Rome, and then Hawkins, Justin, and Tony met us around like 3, and then we took like a 2 hour power nap. Then we checked in, flew home. Then we got back Monday morning, and then that was about it. We got back Monday morning at like 9 or 10, and I was like, well, and it wasn't like, well, it was like, we definitely didn't have like a sad one, but it was like, well, that was the last of our fall trips for me at least, because then the following week, like week and a half, I have my mom coming, then like 2 weeks my dad, so I was like, well, that's a wrap on my European travels at this point in time. I hopefully will return. Things like that. So it's just like, so I kind of like a kind of very like a very reflective moment and very interpersonal. I'm just feeling like, well, I've it's been just a really great pleasure to have traveled everywhere and pretty much places that I only really imagined going to in like high school is like Amsterdam, Italy, Barcelona, Ireland. So I was just like, wow, I just felt so lucky, and then it's like also kind of like proud of myself to like have like been here and gotten here safely, like done everything right so far in life to get here, kind of. So it's very overall a pretty nice moment to have. But then with that said, that was Barcelona. It was great. I love seeing Angel. Uh, uh, hope she's doing well. She's doing well. I know she is. And then it was great to, like I said, talk to Titan, and then just quickly bring everyone to the speed. This past weekend, I went to Santa Cruz and San Jose, and it was great to see everyone who I hadn't seen in like really 6 months. So I saw a lot of friends, too many to name, T-Voss. I saw my real good friend Sylvia on Friday. Then I saw my also real good friend Gigi from so Friday and Sunday. So my first stop was San Jose, Friday for Sylvie, see her, which because I hadn't seen her since August from Berkeley. And then I spent Friday night in Santa Cruz. Saturday was great in Santa Cruz, and then Sunday was Santa Cruz, and then Sunday night was back in San Jose to see Gigi. So it was like ding dong home. So come Sunday night, I was like tired because I had so many such full days. So I slept really well Sunday night and then the last night as well. So I'm doing pretty well right now. As for this week, I'm going tomorrow to Davis to see Delaney and Kimmy from London, the program in London, in Davis, and then Thursday I'm going to Palo Alto and stuff like that. And Friday I'm home. But then this upcoming weekend I'm going to Portland, followed by San Diego, followed by Berkeley. So it's like back to back to back, which I'm really excited for. So I hope you all have a really good week. I want to thank you all for watching my videos, the last few videos especially. And I will not be doing any video updates until New Zealand, but I will be doing photos. So I will now upload photos from Barcelona as well as photos from the weekend. So I hope take care, everyone.